What's up here, guys? Jigsaw0097 here. Just making a video review kind of as a follow-up to my last review that I did on Alien Out of the Shadows, the novel. As I said in that video, I'm a big Alien fan, so I'm probably gonna read the rest of those books. There's actually 2 other books in that series, but I also said in that review that I was gonna do a Alien Isolation video game review. Now, keep in mind, guys, I did play this game actually 2 years ago when it came out in October of 2014. So it's been a long time since I've actually played it, but they did release a survival difficulty last year, which is even harder than the hard difficulty that they had before. So I went back and played it again recently, and I just barely finished it again. And I gotta say that the difficulty's awesome. If you liked the game the first time, you're definitely gonna love going back and playing it again on that difficulty. I bought the season pass too, but I still have not played any of that content. I'm just giving a review on the base game here. So yeah, guys, here's the game. It's Alien Isolation on the Xbox One. Like I said, I bought this day one, so I've actually had this for quite a while now. But yeah, I just went back, like I said, replayed it. But yeah, this is just going to be kind of my review on the game as a whole. I actually gave it my 2014 Game of the Year. That's how much I loved the game. So it was just the best game that came out for me that year. Simply because I am such an Aliens fan, and this game just nails the atmosphere of Aliens, guys. I mean, if you are a fan of Alien, especially the Ridley Scott original from 1979, you're going to absolutely love this game, guys, because they were just so accurate with everything. I mean, down to like little things. You would look at like the computer screens and it looked like the 70s movie, and then you'd also look at like just stuff on the walls, posters, similar to BioShock actually. There's like a lot of posters on the walls that kind of give you like little side stories, let you think about things, and really the environment tells the story, which is what makes it so cool. And that's just like how BioShock did it. I really like when games, they don't insult your intelligence and they kind of let you look at the situation and kind of figure out what's gone down here, you know. And also, similar to BioShock, the environment, like the thing you're on, it's a space station called Sevastopol. And it's kind of like Rapture, where it's literally an interconnected space station. You go to like one area, then you go to the next, and there's some backtracking later. It makes it really feel like it's a very lived-in, believable environment. And basically, just to give you a rundown of the plot, so you know a little bit. I'm not going to spoil it here, but I'll give you the basic rundown. The cool thing is this actually can be considered a sequel of sorts to Alien, because it actually takes place between Alien and Aliens, whereas that book I reviewed before, Out of the Shadows, focuses on Ripley during that time. This game focuses on her daughter, Amanda. Now, if you don't know who her daughter, Amanda, is, if you watch the special edition of Aliens, they have it on Blu-ray now, there's actually a deleted scene that they put back in the movie where basically Ripley, when she gets back to Earth, she's talking to Weyland-Yutani, the company, and they're telling her that her daughter died of cancer while she was in the space pod for like 40 somewhat years, you know, 57 years. It was a long time. And so this game actually kind of follows her during the time while Ripley's still floating in space. Obviously, she's wondering where the heck her mother has gone. So that's kind of how the game starts out. She's been doing a lot of like engineering jobs, and this company Android approaches her and says, the space station Sevastopol has actually retrieved the lockbox from the ship that your mother was on, the Nostromo. Might provide some answers. Would you like to come with us to retrieve this lockbox? And of course, you know, she's not going to say no, so that's kind of the motivation for why she goes to Sevastopol. Anyway, they're going. The game starts out, and you're actually en route, so you get to kind of get a feel for the game and walk around there. But basically, once you get there, you realize that the station's communications are completely black. So basically, that's kind of all I'm going to tell you guys. You kind of know what goes on from here. The alien is in the space station, and you will meet it. It does take a while to get to the alien. A lot of people complained about that back in the day with the reviews. But honestly, this is about a 20-hour game, guys. I mean, it's no sneeze, but it is a great game, and it's very worth the money, especially now. It's so cheap now. It's not even like, it's like $15 now, I'm sure. But yeah, it takes a while to get to the alien, and then once you get there, though, guys, it is non-stop from there. Like I said, I just played it on the survival difficulty, and it was insane. I mean, if you even blink too loud, this alien will find you. So it was really difficult that way. I would recommend, if anyone ever plays the game, to actually start on the hard difficulty, not the survival difficulty, the hard difficulty, because I think you'll get the best experience overall if you want to experience the stress and the tension of this alien chasing you. And that's actually one of the coolest things about this game is they built like these vents, this vent system that goes throughout the levels in the game, and you never see them, but the alien will use them. And this alien has some of the best video game artificial intelligence I've ever seen. This thing knows where you are. There are certain noises that it looks for. It'll just jump down randomly. There's really no way to predict what it's going to do, so you're always constantly on edge. You have to hack computers. You have to like cut through doors. You have to do all sorts of maintenance stuff in this game, and it's specifically designed while you're doing it, the alien can just kill you. And even the way that the save system works in this game, which I think is really awesome, but some people might not like it. It's very old school, like 90s style, where, remember, like, I'm thinking it like in Resident Evil when you had to use ink ribbons back in the day to save your game, and you had like a set amount. Now you don't have a set amount of saves in this game, but there's certain stations that you have to save at, so you can't just press start and save anytime, and there are no checkpoints. So if you don't save, then you're not giving yourself a checkpoint. And the best thing about the save thing is you put in your little card, and it actually takes about 3 seconds before you save the game, and the alien can actually kill you during this time while you're saving. So it just ups the tension even more. You actually have to think about when you're going to save. Make sure the alien's not roaming around. Maybe hide in a locker or get behind a desk or something and wait for that alien to pass, and then you save. But yeah, that's really cool. So the whole game is designed with this helpless feeling. Now, I'm not saying that that's how it is the whole game. You do get some little gadgets here and there where you can distract the alien. You run into humans, and you can actually use them as cannon fodder, that's some of the funnest parts in the game, guys, is watching that alien go after them. You can throw like noisemakers, and the alien will just run after them and just murder these people. And the alien is a force of nature. I mean, that's one of the things I love about the game, is that the alien in this is just the way he was in the first film, where it's just a complete threat, unstoppable killing machine. The perfect organism. You can't stop it. You know, it's gonna come after you. It's gonna kill you. You have to hide, and you have to hope for the best. And you will die a lot in this game because this alien will show up just randomly, like I said. Later on in the game, you do get a flamethrower, and that definitely helps ward the alien off, so you're not having to worry too much all the time about it. You've at least got some way to defend yourself. But the game does throw some curves near the end where some crazy stuff happens, and I won't spoil it, but you know, the game does not stay easy. It keeps introducing new ways to challenge you. So yeah, that's overall the game, guys. I mean, like I said, it was my game of the year for 2014. I replayed it again just this past couple weeks. It still stands up as an excellent game. The atmosphere is great. The graphics are amazing. The one negative I could have, it's very minor, is maybe the character models and the lip syncing don't look all that great sometimes, but that's very minor because like the alien looks amazing. There's these androids you run into, they look amazing. When you hit them with the flamethrower, like their skin actually like burns realistically. So I mean, overall it's a great game. So I'll just kind of show you guys real quick, just to wrap this up before I give my final verdict on the game, which I'm sure you guys already know what it's going to be. But it comes with the if you buy the physical version, that is. Now, as you guys have probably been able to tell, I'm a real stickler for physical versions. So it comes with the disc, obviously, and then it comes with this Crew Expendable DLC. I don't know if they still offer this. This is what it came with when I bought it day one back 2 years ago. But there's another DLC as well. And basically these are just little side stories that tie into the original Alien film. You get to play as Ripley, Dallas, Lambert, Parker, you know. One of the DLCs has you going through the vents as Dallas, if you remember that, when Lambert was telling him where the alien was. So that they're just kind of little side. They only take like an hour at the most to beat. But yeah, that's cool. If you can pick this up, including everything, the season pass and those 2 DLCs, I'd say it's a great value. But anyway, guys, my final verdict on the game is a 10 out of 10 because, like I said, I did give it Game of the Year. And other than those minor graphical issues with the characters, really, for what type of game this is, and just so you know, it is kind of like an Outlast Amnesia game. It's a stealth horror game, so for what it is, they completely nailed it, and they did amazing on it. It was created by a developer called Creative Assembly. From what I know, they only worked on like strategy titles before this. So I read that they were huge fans of Alien, and this was like a dream project for them, and you can tell because they just knocked it out of the park, guys. So for a first attempt at a survival horror game, amazing. I hope they make a sequel of some kind. But anyway, guys, like I said, 10 out of 10 game. Definitely check it out. If you're an Aliens fan, it's like a 12 out of 10. So yeah, guys, that's my final thoughts on Alien Isolation. Thank you so much for checking out my stuff. This has been Jigsaw0097, and I'll talk to you guys later.